Luke chapter 1, verses 68 to 79. Praise be to the Lord, the God of Israel, because he has come and redeemed his people. He has raised up a horn of salvation for us in the house of his servant David. As he said through his holy prophets of long ago, salvation from our enemies and from the hand of all who hate us, to show mercy to our fathers and to remember his holy covenant, the oath he swore to our father Abraham, to rescue us from the hand of our enemies and to enable us to serve him without fear, in holiness and righteousness, before him all of our days. And you, my child, will be called a prophet of Most High. You will go on before the Lord to prepare the way for him, to give his people the knowledge of salvation through the forgiveness of their sins, because of the tender mercy of our God, by which the rising sun will come to us from heaven to shine on those living in darkness and in the shadow of death, to guide our feet into the path of peace. This is our devotion for day 12. This is a note from the artist of this picture here. On the day before Christmas Eve, almost 10 years ago, my best friend died after a fiercely fought battle with cancer. Later that day, my friends came over for our annual gift exchange, and we couldn't leave one another. We couldn't seem to go to sleep either. We stayed up all night telling stories about our friend and decided we would drive to an overlook to watch the sunrise. I remember sitting there in the cold, wrapped up in a blanket, huddled with my friends, as the wind blew and spattered the tears that could not stop pouring out of my eyes. I desperately needed dawn to break, because I was certainly sitting in what felt like the shadow of death. In this text, we find Zechariah having one of his own kind of mountaintop experience in response to the birth of his son, John the Baptist. Zechariah praises God for what he has done for Israel and prophesies about the person his son will be. And your child will be called the prophet of the Most High. When we so directly see God's movement in the world, it empowers us to boldly claim what God will do for the future. As the sun hit my face that morning, I felt embraced by the light. Though everything was in shambles in that moment, I felt a sense of peace. Not a fleeing peace, but one that carried me in my grief and continues to carry me now. At the end of the night, the sun will come up. The darkness will be shattered by the dawn breaking. Join me in prayer. Breathe deeply as you gaze upon the image. What story do you imagine for the figure? What deeper meaning comes into view? Get quiet and still, offering a silent or spoken prayer to God. Peace be with you.